Alrighty then. So this should be the final stream for this playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, and despite having by now about 2,000 hours in Baldur's Gate 3, I've never actually completed the game. All my time has been spent writing a very lengthy guide, in-depth guide, and perfecting the party, when to change gear, what gear to collect, what builds work, what builds don't work, and all that stuff. But we are now finally at the end of Act 3 with what I think is the final battle. Oh, I didn't notice this yesterday. Can we get access to that? We can. What's in here? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so let's get up the brainstem. Are you ready to face the Netherbreen? In game, yes. IRL, no. Let's go. We'll say yes.
Thought occurs to you as you gaze at the monstrosity above. Gale's orb remains an option, one that could put an end to the Absolute once and for all.
You're plotting something, aren't you? Come on then, out with it. I'd rather know before we take on that cerebral monstrosity.
It's nothing, just gathering myself. Let's proceed.
It is the crown of Karsus, the site of power, the site of domination.
We need to use the Netherstones on the crown. That is our fated path.
My gods! I didn't think they were real. Not really.
I know you. I know everything about you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your weaknesses. And so do they.
Look there, the crown. Cast the spell again, quickly!
Alright then. What's he got on him? Astral gravity. Volatile shield. +1 spell save. When the wielder succeeds a saving throw, the foe that causes the throw means it will be stunned. Okay, opportunity attack. Right, fine. And how many hit points has he got? 140. Alright. 96%. No, we're going to save that. I don't think we do get good ambusher. Missed. Oh. All right then. Who do I want first? Those. Right there. Oof. Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. Okay. You're practically useless. So you're likely going to die, but you know, whatever. God, it does such bad damage. There we go, that's that dead. Yep. Go back up here. Got 4 turns remaining. Okay, I didn't realise I was on a turn counter. Where is it? I do know I have to be quite close. I'm not going to be talking too much because I want to concentrate on trying to get this done. Much I can do. They've got all the illithids up there, so summon the dragon. Immune to fire. That's fine. That's force damage. So let's get that. Not enough. What? 64% chance. Oh my days. Okay, that sucks then. That works. Nice. Half damage done. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's his turn, unfortunately, over. So not a great first round, I don't think, but I might have to reload this. Oh god, these things are hard. Unfortunately, it's quite a lot of enemies, so it's whether the allies will survive. Dominance, backlash, backlash. Damn. Dominance. That wasn't multiple targets, that was one target. Again, not multiple targets, one target. Oh, that's nice. Not. Damn it, I thought she was going to save, she didn't. Oh no! One of my allies died. Oops. Oh, Zevlor! Okay, we need to get Lae'zel up to help Karlach. Lae'zel's job is now bodyguard to Karlach. Target outside normal range, we need to get closer. Most of concentration is what matters. Right, let's kill you. You're down. Another attack, yep. Charmed, that's fine. I don't want to use my resources too quickly. Yeah, we'll leave her. No, allies. Right, what have we got now? The watch. Where are the... Yep. Did the Illithid go down? No. So let's put them there. There you go. I don't have any bonus actions. Okay, that one's just going to be annoying then. Oh no, wait a minute. Let's go. Let's take you on with the prince. Save, good. Flame to Phoenix, ship bright flame feeling Phoenix, better touching it. No, that sucks. 40 to 4. 4 to 40. Oh god, this guy is so sucks. Come on. Stunned. Brilliant. That's what we want. We're stunned. We take this dragon down. 6 to 48 damage, that is not enough. 5 to 40, that's not enough. Not really. Ah, where is... No, we don't want to do that. You want to keep that. I've only got level 4 spells. Alright, let's... That's it. It's not going down quick enough for my liking, but whatever. No one's got any dominance left, so we're going to have to counter spell. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Dominance. Stunned. Prone. Those lizards are dangerous, man. Killing all my allies. But what are allies if not there to sacrifice? Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, over there. Alright. Who's this? Karlach. Hello, you. You're done. Slowly but surely we are getting there. More. No, what have we done? What have we done? What have we done? Oh. More allies. Okay, could actually use a spell slot here now. Not, I know it's not a lot, but oh god, this guy's useless. This dragon needs to die. Oh man. Okay, got to be careful because free cast is on. I don't want to use it. Turn that off. Doing a lot of damage. We're chipping away at it, I should really be taking on other things, but as you done. Oh no. Oh no, she failed to save. Sucks. Don't get too close. Okay. Save. It's the fact they can do this every turn, it absolutely sucks. Maybe I don't bring Gale. Oh god. Yeah, they're going to be focused on Karlach now. There you go. Oh, you're down there. That's fine. That's fine. You do that as well. Oh, she's still casting.
The brain is almost under control.
Right, it's time to do some damage to this dragon, I think. Come on, please, hit. Oh, God, it's got like 3 health left. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Disadvantage, 9% disadvantage. I need to get closer. I need to summon allies. I think no, I'm doing all right actually. I'm going to save this turn. We are going to try and kill this worm. And the only reason I'm doing it is for the achievement. Yeah. Doesn't look dead. Die already, will ya? Thank you. Alrighty. Right. Now let's concentrate on these things. Get these out of the way. Yep. Right. And now we do a runner. Let's fly. Not enough movement. Not enough movement. Oh, come on. Seriously? Oh, I've used some of them. Right, there we go. Can you reach? You can. 60% chance on my days. Ah, a little bit more damage. Let's go. Oh, seriously, come on. Yes! Got no actions left, but that's fine, we can move, I think. Not enough movement. Right, then we'll sit you there. Oh, flashbang! Why?
You feel it. A sudden shift. The brain is weakening. Its grasp of itself slipping. This is your chance.
Why is it always bright white? Oh, dang.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. Chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
save. I don't know if I'm in a good position or not, but I'm putting a save file there in case I need to reload. I'm not ready for this. Right, okay. I'm silenced. Why am I silenced? Oh, because some bugger silenced me. Have I got a thing for that somewhere? Where is it? Haha, no longer silenced. That gives me concentration. I can't cast any more concentration spells. That's an advantage. Okay, I know what to do, but I don't think Karlach's got enough damage by herself. I need other people here. Oh, of course I missed. Target outside on the range. Okay, so I need to come down. Yes. 99 damage. Right, and where's it gone? Hasn't gone anywhere, it's just a quake. Okay, so that's her turn over. What? Eh? Where am I? Have they changed the... What? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, so Gale needs to get over there as quickly as possible. We've got Misty Step, we've got Fly. So I'm thinking this is going to be a dash action. Doesn't have cones, it's going to have to be a dash. A dash to get more movement on Fly. Then a level 2 Misty spell slot. No, yes, there. There. Oh crap. And then working Fly pretty much everywhere. Let's go. Come on. Oh, grapple. Oh no, that's ruined everything. Brilliant. He's free, but that's ruined. Well, it might have ruined what I was going to do. Counter spell and backlash. Where are you going? take it on you? I did. Target's too far. Oh my. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. You have fly. Fly. Where's it gone? Where? Force tunnel, constrained blast, psychic archer, go. Perilous damage. Saved. Damn it. Can I use it again if they save? I didn't realise they could save against it. Requires long. Oh my god, this is it. I am so messed up now. I didn't realise that could be saved against. My entire tactic is dead in the water. Okay, that is a problem. Why is it facing the wrong damn way? Alright then. Where's the prince? How close is he? He's there. We can change, so we get the... Where's the prince? There's the prince. You. Come down here. That's it. And you have... Dimension door with me. How far can we go? No target. Choose target to teleport. I did, didn't I? Target cannot be moved by force. What? Oh. Oh no, because of my boots. I'm not moving it by force. He's not a foe, he's an ally. Ah, this game is so balked. I hate this fucking game sometimes. Well, that's another wrinkle in the plan. Where's Dash? Has he got Dash shields there? The wording on those boots needs to change. They're so messed up. Fun then, that would have been better going straight across with her. Oh, I've just got enough movement to go in.
Its will is weakening.
Oh, there it is. There's the first one. Why have I got... Oh, because I used dash. Alright, fair enough. Let's go over there. Why my movement is so... Can't use reactions. Mind broken. Oh, okay. Who's this? This is Karlach. Right, let's move away from the big explodey thing then. Where is Fly? I've lost Fly now. Where's... Come on! There it is. Yeah, we just need to be... down here, because that's not the one that's flashing. Yeah, cool. Right, let's try... 0% chance. Beautiful, gotta love that, haven't you, eh? Right, let's just shoot the shit out of it then. Yup. 50% chance to hit. What is it? Is it an aberration? Aberration. So I need to make a note to stock up on 2 to 12. That's not going to do anything. Where's that one? That's mine blast. Where's the... That's it. I feel like I can only do that once per round. Yeah. No point, it's not going to have any effect. Did the damage, it's saved, but it did some damage. That's not too bad. Right, Gale, please, God. Right, Misty Step. I'm not taking any risks. We are Misty Stepping. No, we're not. Choose a target. Okay, me. No. Why can't I choose myself? Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, I was going to have to cast a spell then. Ah. Okay, let us go. We want to be closer first, so bye bye spells. Nice one, Gale. Oh, flashing! Come on, seriously. Get some zoom camera out a bit. Oh, stop doing that! Flashing image warning, please! Right, I'm going to go to the bathroom while it's doing that, because I cannot stand that flashing images thing. Ah, it's finished. Awesome. Right, where we got to select the game so I can play. There we go. It's only got 45 life left. Oh, well, I'm going to move over here in case something dreadful goes wrong. Is anyone dead? No, don't look like it. Don't know where everyone is, but no one's dead. Okay, let's pull out all the stops then, shall we? Why not? Because this is going to be the end one way or the other. Yep.
Subdued. At last. This is its death rattle. Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute! This is it, soldier. This is what we fought for. Time to end this thing.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of Karlach's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
I still prefer the word trophy. Achievement is just, ugh, trophy's better. Karlach, you're my best friend forever. Babe, go ahead. This moment is yours.
No more tadpoles, brain. It's time to die. My master. I must obey. I must end.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn illithids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity.
get it.
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
Oh wow.
We did it. We actually did it. And the city's still standing.
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mazora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
It's over. It's truly
Oh,
over.
Gale's pretty face is back.
Parasite. It's withered. Dead along with the Netherbrain. I am cleansed.
There's a
I
gorgeous
will
face.
never be a filthy geich. Only mild offense intended, of course. You did the unthinkable. And I'm grateful for it.
It's all right. I knew what I was doing.
I will ensure that all Githyanki know your name and your sacrifice. What you have done today will start a fire that rages across the astral plane. With their lost prince returned, my people will burn away Vlaakith's corruption. And it is all thanks to you. The Illithid who defied a Netherbrain.
You did good, Karlach.
I did, didn't I? I saved the fucking world. And I think I might live long enough to tell the tale too.
I thank you, my liberator, my savior.
My face! Oh, my face is back!
My people are leaving, and I must leave with them. Come, Lae'zel. We will free the Githyanki and dismantle the Empire. Let them be imprisoned no longer.
Your duty is to your people, Lae'zel. Go with Orpheus and lead them to freedom.
It will be done. I will never be free while my people are still bound by Vlaakith's chains. Your will is strong, Rastil. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator. Orpheus, I am ready.
Julas! Juthas! Farewell, Gestil, my liberator.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city, smouldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Giontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. And once I have, I'll return it to Mistra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free.
Better yet, you'll be her chosen again.
And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, it's that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. You, for example. You're always wiser than me when it mattered most. Besides, I've grown quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
I'm not sure about, drink in hand, but I think we've all earned some reckless abandon. How about you? Any thoughts on what's next?
Celebration sounds perfect.
Excellent. Let's see if the elf song's still standing. Their Golden Sands brew goes down real easy.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh no. Oh God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
Astarion will keep to the dark now, I wager. At least, he'll find plenty to feast on.
Very emotional right now.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid Empire, no Death God's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate.
It's curious. Of all the wonders and monstrosities we've witnessed, waking beside you seems more unreal than any of it. I've forgotten what it felt like to greet a sunrise without fear of it being my last. Soon I'll deliver the crown to Mistra and be rid of the orb at long last. I'll be free.
Free to come back to bed?
We have all the time in the world for that. But first, there's something I wanted to talk to you about. I've decided to drop this whole Gale of Waterdeep business. It's a bit pompous, don't you think? I'm now in the company of plain old Gale Decarius, a most brilliant wizard of intentionally limited renown. At your service. Now, I believe this is the moment where I should get to my point, so to speak. I love you. More than I've ever loved anyone, mortal or immortal. And you've proven your love for me in more ways than even the greatest mathematicians would dare to count. That being said, I wondered if you might consider accompanying me back to Waterdeep as a new member of the Decarius clan.
Are you asking me to marry you?
I suppose I am. Tara would be delighted, not to mention my mother. But I'd be just as happy without such ceremony. So long as we're together.
I accept. I'll marry you, Gale Decarius.
You will? Oh, thank goodness for that. We'll need to make the arrangements, of course. The Decarius clan is scattered far and wide, and you'll have invites of your own to send out, I'm sure. But that's all to come. The day is young, and there are thousands more days ahead of us.
Gale have made a home for yourselves in Waterdeep. Sometimes it isn't clear what he loves more, his research or you. But when he looks into your eyes or up at the stars while he sits by your side, you know the answer. One such night, your reveries are interrupted by an embarrassed apprentice delivering an urgent message written in a frail hand. An invitation to a gathering of former allies. Those who stood with you against the Netherbrain 6 months ago. Gale the adventurer has quickly become Gale the academic. But he's far too happy to leave his tower for this meeting.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
Oh dear me. Yeah, I'm all over the place. This is very emotional. Oh. Have we still got our spell? Yeah, there we go. Let's get that up. We'll speak to the animals. Have we got Longstrider somewhere?
Beautiful thing, grander than any of the Patriarch's dreary.
Yeah, there it is. That's it. That's all I'm putting up, just to help me write. Who do I want to speak to first? Volo.
There you are.
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post.
Wonderful to see you, Volo. How have you been?
Busy as ever. Better that than the reverse, wouldn't you say? Every major publishing house on the Sword Coast has been vying for my upcoming book on the subject of our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form. You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think?
I love it.
I knew you would. Perhaps once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
Rules, yes! You're here!
Karlach!
Ah, soldier. How glad I am to see you again. I'd started to wonder if I ever would.
How have you been?
Honestly, never better. My life is so rich now, so multifaceted. I've wanted to share it with you, but maybe I was scared. I've changed so much. But then again, so have you.
Not as much as you might think.
Stubbornly yourself, aren't you? I suppose I used to be too. But this evolution has shown me parts of myself I never knew existed. For example, my favorite food used to be mutton chops. Do you know what it is now? Brains, soldier. Brains.
Comes with the illicit territory, I suppose.
True. But I've found ways to maintain my values while respecting that which I am. That which made it possible for me to live. I've made arrangements with a healer in the city. When a patient is beyond saving, but still able to speak for themselves, they're offered a choice. They can go as nature intends to take them, or when they're ready, when their goodbyes have been said, their affairs settled, and all that awaits them is pain, I relieve them. When I consume their brains, I am nourished by much more than the physical nutrition. Their memories, from birth to death, become part of me. I've lived hundreds of childhoods, first loves, marriages, feuds, and friendships. I remember them all. And in this way, we all live on together.
I never expected this life to... I never expected this to be your life, Karlach. But I'm happy for you.
Thanks, soldier. It's good to see you looking so well. And now that we've connected again, don't be a stranger. Enjoy the night, my friend. I know I will.
Right, I want to find Astarion next. Where is he? There's Minsk.
A pity mutton chops no
There he
longer
is.
hold any temptation.
So you made it. Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And you're looking more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying. Whatever you've been doing with your time, it clearly worked wonders.
After everything, I wanted to keep helping people. I've been trying to make a difference.
Ah, so it's the healthy glow you get from being a good person. That explains my pallor. But I'm glad to see the world has treated you well. You've earned it. We both have, in fact. And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends.
What about you? What have you been up to?
I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
Astarion, one of the good guys. Who would have thought it?
Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been.
So what's next for you? Going to keep living the good life?
Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse.
I'm glad to hear it. Acceptance looks good on you.
That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
I love it. Right, Shadowheart's next. Where is she? Where's Sharp? Is that her? Yes, I recognise the hair.
There you are. Keeping us all on tenterhooks so you could make a dramatic entrance, is it? Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Are you joking? I've been counting down the days.
Honestly? So have I. Well, come here, will you? It's been forever.
Yes.
You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
I'll take that as a compliment. You look good too.
I suppose I do, don't I? I'm glad you seem well. Truly.
me, what have you been up to?
Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister.
Come on, tell all. Where have you been? What have you seen?
One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. God, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long.
Your parents would be proud of you.
Oh, I know they are. I can still sense them, I think. And one day we'll be reunited.
What's next for you?
I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight. I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to? Don't be a stranger.
That sucks, there's no retort. Scratch!
A familiar sight. Scratch can't quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
What you got there this time, Scratch?
I found this. It smelled like you, so I kept it. Seemed like something you might like to throw.
I'd be happy to, but first, how have you been?
Oh, I've been so good. I've got a nice home in the city now. A girl named Mindy says I'm her best friend. She's mine too. Also you and Albert. I've got so many best friends, I hardly know who to play with.
I'm so glad you've fared well since our travels together.
I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you.
This is a dangerous object. I'm not sure we should be playing with it.
You know best. But a little fetch never hurt anyone, as far as I know.
Yay, there he is.
Friend? Friend! You came! Big brother Scratch, too! Happy. Yes. Miss this. More.
You're a lot bigger than Scratch now.
Yes. Big. But Scratch is smart. Teaches me many things. Like Big Brother.
I'm glad Withers brought you here.
Withers? No. You smell very delicious. Follow smell, find you.
What have you been doing since last we met?
Lots. Make friends with a turtle, a cat, a kraken. Kraken eats my cat friend, so I bite, kill. With shiny clothes, I am strong. Tired now. Want sleep. Want cave.
You need someone to look after you. How about housing?
Bear man? He is big, but not bigger than me. I like him. I go to him.
It's Speaking of which, let's go and find out where he is. Where's Alcin? Is that him wandering over there? Ah, that's Gale. That's Asti. Oh, there he is. Is that Alcin? Yeah.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now, our paths cross once more.
The feeling's mutual. I've missed you.
We have all pined for each other's company, I sense. I cannot imagine otherwise after what we shared. That bond was forged in a crucible that can never be stoked again, Oak Father willing. It is a bond that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day.
You sound like you need a hug.
I always do. Should I ever decline, assume a doppelganger has taken my place. That was more than worth the wait.
You can say that again.
That was more than worth the wait? Oh, I suppose you didn't mean that literally. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing.
You first, Halcyon. I want to hear about the life you've made, the people you've helped.
In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together.
Sounds wonderful.
It is, truly. Though a more complex, evolving beast than I could ever have anticipated. I spoke often of balance before. Only now do I realize that balance is no simple, fixed thing. We welcome folk from all walks of life. Anyone who wishes for a new start. Naturally, it can be chaotic at times, but it is a thrilling sort of chaos. It thrives in ways I could never have dreamed of.
I'm glad you're happy.
As am I. I may age more slowly than most, but I do believe I've gained some new laughter lines of late. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halcyon. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake.
All right, let me see what I have.
I am all ears. Though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image.
Regale Halcyon with tales of your past 6 months.
You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening. as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else.
Tell me about Thaniel and Oliver. Do you see much of them?
Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned.
Still partial to roaming in bear form, I take it?
I spend half my days in ursine form. The children demand it. I had a score of them taking turns riding upon my back just days ago. I'm glad they are so comfortable with the Oakfather's creations. But they must learn that not all are as amiable as I am. A lesson for another time, though. They deserve some joy. As for roaming, that impulse has dwindled, I must admit. Perhaps because I have found where I am meant to be.
What of the Grove? Did you stay in touch?
On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Korga was beyond saving. But the others have a true mentor now, and I am very glad for them.
I may have volunteered you for something, if you'll forgive me. Might your new community have room for a well-behaved owl bear?
Do you truly even need to ask? Of course. Who could not open their home to a befeathered hero of Baldur's Gate? And I did promise the children I would bring them back a surprise. Oh, imagine their faces.
You seem more settled than I expected of you. I thought that was against your nature.
As did I, but somehow I feel like I no longer need to roam. That I have found something worthy laying roots for. Amazing what can be discovered about oneself, even at a ripe old age. Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this. Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company.
It's lovely. Thank you.
Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
I didn't realise this would take so long, so quick visit to the bathroom, we'll be back and we'll finish going around and talking to everyone.
Not even close.
I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Mustn't think about any of the local brains. Far too tempting.
Suddenly I had a spot of deja vu.
Perhaps the bard knows some of my favorites. Unless my taste in music is too antique,
no longer
of course.
hold any temptation.
I have missed this place. And these people.
What a lovely occasion this
Some
is.
people.
Oh, my knees are aching terribly.
Must mean rain.
Hopefully not during the party.
Okay, let's go and find
Good song, good company.
Jahira.
Wish it could last.
Who's over here? Oh, Lae'zel. Is that Lae'zel? Oh, Lae'zel. Speak to Lae'zel then.
For 2 months, Orpheus trained me in the ways of the comet. For 2 more, I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
It's good to see you.
It's nice to hear it. It has taken all of Orpheus's efforts to conjure my projection, and all of mine to convince him to let me come. Worth it, I'd say. I miss this place. This... Fey Run.
Where are you now that you couldn't be here in the flesh?
Shractalor.
Shractalor? Never heard of it. Should I have?
I wouldn't expect you to. The capital city of the Githzerai, an exiled people, once kin with mine, until the madness of civil war ripped our one sky into 2. Algish sent word of the rebellion to their god king Zareth Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
Hold on. The great warrior Lae'zel on a diplomatic mission?
I was as surprised as anyone when Orpheus spoke the order. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am a warrior of the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
When will I see you again?
Soon. When the comet has risen. When the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust. I miss this place. More to the point, I miss you. I wouldn't even deny it with Vlaakith's vorpal blade at my neck. Though, I'd rather it not come to that. Now go. Mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
What has become of the egg, Lae'zel? Has it hatched?
So it has. And a fine man the hatchling will be. I call him Zahn. Freedom. He is with the mages of Zambardim. I trust his care to no one else. Zan's destiny will be his own to follow. Warrior, poet, explorer, scholar. His way will be the way of the comet. No chains to bind us, no lies to bury us. Liberty will be the rallying cry that unites our empire.
Ah, what's that? Oh, it's the Tressum!
Oh, hello, darling. I wasn't sure you'd make it.
I'm surprised to see you here, Tara. Delighted, but surprised.
Are you? Withers and I have a regular correspondence. He's joined me and Mrs. Dekarios for a luncheon on more than one occasion. Of course, we'd love to see yourself and Gale more often, but you keep him so very busy, and we hate to impose.
We'd both love to see you more, Tara. Why don't you have tea when we get home?
I'd like that very much. Thank you, darling. Now, enjoy your party. You've quite earned it, if the balladeers are to be believed.
Brilliant, I love it. Right, who are we now? That's you. Jaheira! Finally I found
Well, now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
Learned a lot since we last met.
I'm glad the months have not been wasted. Particularly as I spent them cleaning up the mess we made of the city. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh.
I heard rumours the upper city was destroyed beyond reconstruction.
The upper city has been almost entirely rebuilt. That's where the gold is. Even the builder's scaffolds are cleared from the streets. No dust left to sneeze at. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, George, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Lions rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two if they don't expel her. Again.
All well and good. But what about you? I want to hear about what you've been up to.
There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city. But so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you.
My home is with Gale.
Ah, sentiment. With the greatest affection, I can think of better ways to sour our stomachs. I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Right, who haven't we spoken to? Shout out. Oh, Will. Oh, who's going to be last? Is that Minsk? Minsk!
Boo! We are not dreaming. It is our old friend.
It's good to see you, Minx.
Oh, and it is good to be seen. Oh, after so many days down in the dark, Minsk began to wonder if he was some blind bug who had only dreamed himself to be large and bulksome. You will forgive the aroma, I hope. We were not expecting the Dusty One to open a portal to our very cell. Boo had a moment to lick himself clean, but there is a little too much of Minsk to cover.
You in a cell? What for?
Minsk and Boo have been helping, of course. We guard the streets, while Jaheira is occupied with harperish matters. The Zentarum rule the city's underbelly, so Minsk and Boo went to give them a tickle. There were harsh words, battle cries, some manner of head wound. We awoke in a Zentish cell, awaiting trial by noble combat. Execution, says Boo, though I am not sure of the difference. It is a long walk to the gallows, and Minsk still has his fists, no?
Sounds like Withers got you out just in time.
In ample time indeed. So long as the Bone Mage returns us to our cell by dawn, who would not be late to the bloodshed. But leave such matters for the morn. Tonight is for celebration and the telling of tales. How have you filled your days since we tore this sticky tyrant from the sky?
Honestly, I've been missing all of you.
No, no, my friend. It is not yet time for tears and passing Boo around for the wiping of eyes. There is much merriment to be made before the night is done. Go, and greet the others. Minsk shall make himself presentable. Ah, this pond shall do nicely, Boo. Though I see no soap. So you shall have to blow the bubbles for me.
Who else have we got? I think I've got everyone apart from Will, who I'm leaving till last because that's Will there. Minsk, Asti, Lae'zel, Halsin, Volo, Jaheira, Karlach, Shart, Scratch, Owlbear. That's everyone. Yes, it's just Will. And Withers. Is Withers around anywhere?
Even a duke deserves a night off.
Who's that over there? Oh, it's Gale. That's right. We don't. Speak to Gale last.
Your relief, your projection holds. It took a dozen Gish's talents, a few stolen psi crystals, and 10 days of effort to conjure it. You can touch, taste, and talk, but your fleshy body is in limbo. The home of the mystical Githzerai. Once the Githzerai were one with the Githyanki, until bloody civil war severed the Gith species. The Githzerai god king Menyar Gith sent word through the cosmos. He knows of your rebellion, and he's agreed to parley. Should the Githzerai join you, you could vanquish Vlaakith in a red dragon's blink.
What's the word on the rebellion? I presume you've cracked open more Kithraki heads than you could possibly count.
That's interesting.
Diplomacy. Not so different from fighting, I find. I'm no stranger to it. Bargains must be made. Coin, still, I make not a devil of the first hell.
That seems to be a bug of some description, but let's move on. How's the city faring? A lot's changed, I imagine.
I've had more than a few challenges, given the horns sprouting from my head. The people know me as one of the champions who saved their beloved city. They know Ravenguard blood flows through my veins. The patriarchs, the aristocracy, the councils of Waterdeep and their arms aren't so wide open. Still, there's no friction that can't be greased with a sly promise or a proposition.
What's happened to Baldur's Gate Council of 4?
Disbanded, to be formed anew. I don't expect a soldier or street sweeper to see through the schemes of a tyrant like Gortash. But the city's lords and ladies were all too eager to abandon their oaths and bend the knee. Liara Porter is now Grand Duke of the Wilds, Sickle of Chult. Floric is now Grand Duke of the Crossing, the face of devotion. And I am Will Ravengard, Grand Duke of the Worm, Heart of the Gate. We will yet be four. Until such time and after, we will enact the will of the People's Parliament. Baldur's Gate is nothing without its citizens, both in the upper and lower. Our duty is to them, and only them.
And Flame's Fist, Gortash turned them into his personal attack dogs.
I've entrusted the fist to Floric. She commands the Flaming Fist with as brave a heart as ever, and delivered them nary a scolding nor lashing. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed. Bane's Chosen primed the fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, Florix pardoned every last fist. I will not make them drink the poison of my own resentment. Her words, not mine. Like my father, she believes in the bow and the blade. But she's teaching the fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart. Go on, the night's young. Or waste a single drop of wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oops, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Yeah, see, all the others were like left me being a bit emotional, but that one was just like, huh? Made no sense really. I'll speak to Gale.
You're quite certain I look acceptable. I can't remember when I last wore something other than my teaching robes. It was a little odd to find myself in something so unsinged.
You look as wonderful to me as you did on our wedding day.
That's a relief. I wasn't sure if I'd made too much of an effort. Perhaps not enough.
If only you'd applied those efforts to that thing on your chin.
The day I shave this beard, Tara, is the day I shave you. For both our sakes, I hope it never comes. I won't keep you to myself for too long. But while I have you, I want to say thank you for encouraging me to attend this evening. Teaching at Blackstaff Academy has proven such an unexpected pleasure. Sometimes I find it hard to tear myself away. Just one of the myriad unexpected ways life has delighted me in recent months. Even my own city feels new to me, now that I share it with you.
I love Waterdeep as much as its denizens love me. The yawning portal's never given such rapturous applause.
I'm just glad you're happy there. When we met, our lives were rather different, and being here this evening, well, reminds me how much has changed. Well, Mystra quelled the orb at last. She did more than rid me of its threat. She created room for hope, where once I only felt despair. Standing here, now, I no longer see the people we were. Frightened, desperate, alone. We changed. We survived. And we did it together. I've missed them. I've missed this.
So have I. Sometimes I wish our adventure never ended.
I wouldn't go quite that far. Living without the threat of imminent ceramorphosis seems infinitely preferable to life on the precipice of such a transformation. As I told you long ago, it is to be avoided. Rather God knows we suffered for our
Love the
salvation.
little tie-ins.
But it was worth it, wasn't it? We did something incredible. And wherever life takes us, we'll carry the memory of that with us forever. Now, much as I could spend an eternity in your company, we see plenty of each other already. Tempting as it is to keep you all to myself, would be terrible company if we didn't mingle for at least part of the evening. I love you. Now go on, before I change my mind. Oh, my knees are aching terribly.
Yeah, that'll do. Well, I've spoken to everyone. I don't know how to end, but basically end the epilogue, really. I don't know how to end the evening.
No worry, no obligation. It's been too long.
Pity mugworts no longer hold any temptation.
Over this any day.
Oh, hello. Let me guess, you've got some suggestions about the music choice.
No, please carry on playing.
Suppose I'll get back to it then.
Ah, okay. Seems fitting. Oh, he's over here. Is that with us? Oh, look. This is beautiful.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
I feel satisfied. I accomplished everything I wanted to.
I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much.
I think I've caught up with everyone. What comes next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready, for thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, And above all, problems worth solving.
To the greatest friends I could dream of.
To you.
That was amazing. I think Steam has got my number of hours played at about 18, 1900, 2000, somewhere around there. And a lot of that was spent in Act 1, figuring out what classes worked best and what I needed to do to get the quests done, to find all the gear. And then I finally got through Act 1 and then got to Act 2 and did that and realised I'd made some mistakes in Act 1. So I went back again. The multiple times I've restarted and deleted saves. I've got to level 11 multiple times, level 12 once, and you know, I've only done Act 3. I think this is possibly the 4th time I've gone through Act 3, and it's the first ever time I've got this far. I have seen the credits before, but there is a trophy for Gale to use the orb in Act 2, and so I did that. So I've actually seen the credits because it gives you technically an end. You don't get the trophy for finishing the game, but yeah, so it's been a bit difficult to say, well, I've seen the credits but I haven't actually completed the game, and people wondered why and how, and I didn't really want to say anything in case they hadn't figured it out, but that's how I did it. So yeah, about, I don't know, 1,000 hours in Act 1, maybe 400 or 500 in Act 2, because Act 2 is more linear, and it was just resolving a few issues with classes and elixirs and when to have who in what party, and then you find some new trick. Like when I found out I could get the Silver Sword of the Astral Plane in Act 1 when the save was in Act 3, so I went back and tested the theory and then added that into the guide. I have a massive Excel spreadsheet with I'm still compiling the guide through, and Act 1 is Act 1 is done. I just need to take it from my shorthand into longhand, which I've already got a playthrough coming through, just tidying up the guide as is now. But what I'm going to do now is do build guides for each of the builds for the characters, not necessarily the builds, for the characters I've used in the playthrough, and a stage by stage slice of what I did, what gear they had, and how to build the build, and then how it all comes together. So yeah, I know these credits run for about 30 minutes, I've been told, which I get why, there's hundreds of people in this, but I don't know why it should take half an hour to go through all the credits, so I'm going to let them scroll, and I'm going to stay live while they're scrolling and just natter on. So my plans for Baldur's Gate 3 going forward, basically to complete the guide, and when the guide's ready to release Act 1, Act 2, and then finally Act 3, to release the build guide of each of the characters, or the companions I should say, starting with the Tav I've used and then going through the characters that were first in the party. So I think Astarion is like the main. I know he wasn't in the end game party, and there was a reason for that, because I knew what Karlach would offer if I did certain options, and I wanted to see that one. I wanted to see that storyline through. And I've watched quite a few people complete the game, but more like listening to what they're doing in the background. And of all the ways I've seen the game end, I think that has got to be my favourite, and that is going to be the one I will probably end up choosing all the time, unless I'm romancing Karlach, because you know I want to get that. There's a trophy for going on a date with Karlach, and I'm not sure how to complete that one. I've got a list of achievements that I want to get done, or trophies. I prefer calling trophies. I know they're Steam achievements, and the console version is trophy. I prefer trophy. There's a certain trophies that I need to get done, and so I'll be loading some of this save and doing those, getting those trophies offline. There are some bits in that ending that I want to see, so I can get screenshots, because some really nice. I didn't realise how much I missed the Tav's face that I created all those hours ago, hundreds of hours, or not hundreds, but 100 hours I think I put into this playthrough. Well, no, it's actually hundreds, because the amount of times I'd sat there theory crafting and not saving, and then like testing out bits of gear and then testing out the build and then going back and reloading and testing something else and then reloading again. It is probably more close to 200 hours on this playthrough, but only 100 hours saved. Or the amount of times I've gone so far, and then I've had to, I think I've restarted Act 3 on this playthrough like once or twice. So there's another 10-15 hours there. It's just, it all adds up, you know. It's been... And of course I've got at least 2 more playthroughs. I've got a whole load list of playthroughs I want to do. Where's my note file? Hopefully come up on the other screen. Yeah, there it is. So I've got the playthroughs I want to do. I've got a collector playthrough I want to do, which is where I collect one of every single item in the game. Of all items that I can collect with my chosen choices. So like, it won't be a Dark Urge playthrough, so I know I can't get the Dark Urge cloak. I will kill Minthara again, so I won't be able to get some of the items that you get from saving her. Except, you know, things like that where you've got to make a choice, and if you make that choice you can't get that item, you have to go down this choice and you get that item instead, and stuff like that. So that's going to be an interesting one. That's going to be a long old one, and I might stream some of that. I've got the all class achievement where you have to go from level 1 to level 12, and then each level you do a different class. And you cannot use withers. You've got to literally, every time you level up, you have to choose a different class, which means your Tav is not going to have any feats. And you've got to do it in balance, because doing it on tactician mode would be quite difficult. So there's that playthrough I want to do. Then there's a Dark Urge playthrough I want to do. And then, so that's what, 1, 2, 3, that's 3 different, and then the final one is the one that someone put me on, which is when they asked about why I chose to sign the contract all those streams ago, and that put me into really seriously considering doing what I call a pure playthrough, an almost lawful good playthrough, where every opportunity we reject the tadpole, we reject the illicit influence. Unless you are forced to, like I want to rescue Shadowheart, so I've got to use a tadpole to get the Shadowheart out. That's the only way you can get her out. But outside of that, you know, I will be in my party for the first time ever, other than the 5-10 minutes he's in the party when I, you know, get him in and we go and get Karlach, and do well, maybe about an hour or 2, maybe. But he will be in the party pretty much for the whole time, apart from a couple of instances. And I'm not sure who else I want in the party. I want a monk, and I'm seriously considering having Karlach as the monk, because the way she did the sound effects in the last fight with her thing, oh, that sounded amazing. So it'll be oh, I wonder, do I do it as the all-class balance? No, I don't think that's a good idea. That would make it harder. No, so I'll play the normal one, which would be the Dwarven Duergar Bard fighter build, and then it'll be Will as a warlock. I found a build guide for it. I need to watch it a few more times and figure out gear. Karlach as the monk, because monks are so overpowered. And then I might try because the build I put together for Minx, that kind of dual wielding, dual hand crossbow build was really good. Adding in the drunk part, not so good, but I didn't have really any really good gear, so I might remake that build as a kind of a half tank slash range support type. So I'll have dedicated range, would be Will the Warlock. I'll have a dedicated frontliner, which would be Karlach as the monk. I'll have my character, which is kind of half a bit healy, a bit chatty, mostly chatty, healy, and a bit of damage. And then I'll have the dual wielder, and I'll see what I come up with, and that'll be it. I won't do what I did in this run, where I build every single companion as a viable class and build up all the gear. I'll primarily focus on those 4 characters. It means I won't have the stealth archer, which I'm not sure I can get away with. I've gone on a tangent. I'm wondering if I could mix in a bard to the stealth archer build, so be a stealth archer bard rather than a stealth archer fighter. And I'd lose action surge, because you need Gloomstalker and 5 ranks and ranger. And you need assassin, that's 8, and you've only got 4 levels left. You need action surge, which is 2 in fight, so that leaves you 2 left. So you'd only have 1 feat, and you can't do it. I can't do it that way. Oh, so how do I do it then? Don't know, I'm gonna have to think about that. So that's another playthrough. So that's 1, 2, 3. So we've got the collector, the all class, the dark urge, and then the pure run, the 4. Plus I want to do all the runs where I romance all of the companions. Not in the same run, of course, but you know, those that can be. So I want to do that as well. I've got so much stuff I want to do in Baldur's Gate 3. I also want to complete one on each difficulty level. I've got the Explorer one already running, but my god, it makes my brain ache because it's so hard. We can't multi-class. I've got the Tactician run I want to do, but I might do that mostly off stream, because that is it's very hard for me, because some of those battles in the Act 1 are quite significantly harder, because you just don't have the gear or the levels, and they're quite harder to do, so it requires certain change. And in regards to the Honor Run playthrough, all I'm going to do is just copy one of the Baldur's Gate 3 speedrunners. Now, there's no way I'm doing that properly, not at all, not unless they patch that type of thing out in patch 7, which is due shortly, I think, in the next month or 2. But yeah, So that's the plans for Baldur's Gate 3. Lots of stuff to do. I'm going to take at least tomorrow off. That's the 28th of August. So it's going to be in about... It should be in about 22 hours, I think, from about now. As I'm saying this now, because it's 27th of August. And local time is 1500 hours, so it's 1600 hours Central European time, and my stream is usually 1400 hours Central European time. I'll be glad when the daylight savings goes back. It'll be a lot easier, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. So yeah, but that stream won't be happening, and I don't know what I'll do Thursday. I don't know whether just to keep going to go Baldur's Gate. I mean, I'm going to concentrate on Baldur's Gate until such time as Path of Exile 2 comes out, which is in November. I also want to stream a bit of Palworld. I don't know if anyone is really wanting to watch that type of stuff, but that's the other game I'm heavily into right now, is Palworld. So I might do that for a little while, because I'm writing a guide to get through that, and you know, when to build your bases and where to go and level up and all that kind of stuff. Because a lot of people are like, oh, you can get this palette in Palworld, you can get this palette like level 19, and I've looked into it, and technically you can, but in reality you can't. Not unless you're lucky. So yeah, there's all that as well. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be... Thursday's going to be a bit of a while. If I stream, I might not. I've got a lot of chores to do. Spring break here is almost over. So one of the people I care for will be going back to their education facility in a little under a week. So I'll have a little bit more time on my hands then, but there's so much to prep for before that time, so I'm hoping to get a stream in on Thursday, and I'm hoping to get these build guide videos done, but it depends, because I want to show people the gear attached at certain stages, and I'm not sure I've got relevant save files at those stages with the gear I had at that stage, so I could just go in the video, look, here is the gear, these are the spells, da 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 da. I can show you how to level up. That's easy, because I just load up a previous save file on this playthrough at level 12 and go, this is how you level up. But not having all of the gear is a bit so I don't know, I might have to, it might take a while to put together. Excuse me. I don't know how these, I don't know if you can even speed these. Can you speed these up in any way? I don't want to skip past it, because obviously they put a lot of effort into these. I don't want to back, so I want to see the actual ending. But having to sit through this amount of credits at this speed is a bit, it's testing my patience. Don't get me. I love the game. The game is absolutely amazing, and I thank everyone involved for making it. The artists and the actors. Oh man, my favourite companion now. That is a question. Who is my favourite companion? I think my least favourite companion is Will, and it's nothing against the actor. I just really hate the Warlock class. I'm not looking forward to doing that pure playthrough, but I also want to do it to see if I can get over this hatred of the Warlock class. Because I've seen people play them, and it's been, you know, they can be really powerful, but I don't know I think it just comes down to the fact that I build stuff like the bard fighter, the monk, and the stealth archer, and I don't need to long rest. Unless I come across a lot of damage where I've need a ton of healing, and I pretty much run out of spells on the bard to heal, and I run out of healing potions, which is practically unheard of, but never mind that for now. I get by on short rests, and yet I know Warlock get their spells back at short rests, but I don't know. I don't know. I am kind of looking forward to it though, because I always play going partial lithid, at least on Gale, Tav and Lae'zel. Absolute minimum. Everyone else I tend to abide by their decisions. Yeah, so and the only reason I go partial lithid is for fly, because it makes that end game bit so much easier. You don't have to worry about too much about Misty Step spells. I'm annoyed about that dimension door though. Oh my god, you can't forcibly remove by an enemy or foe. That's fine, great. I'm casting dimension door. No, you can't move. But I'm casting it. I'm not a foe or an enemy. Why can't I move myself? It's we got there in the end though. I was surprised how little it took to take out that brain though. I think it's just that high level magic missile that Gale did. This was like pfft. And then we're having the stealth archer Lae'zel with the gauntlets that basically removes the resistance. Man. And like I said, the only reason I took out the red dragon was to get the trophy. Now I've got that trophy, I can ignore that dragon next time I come through. So it'll literally be a case of just kind of like ignoring that entire fight pretty much. Flying around and going straight up to the crown, and just probably dropping a globe and globe of invulnerability. All that prep work though, all running around getting all the potions, getting all the scrolls, and I didn't even use a quarter of it. It's because I've heard, sorry, I keep saying I've seen, I haven't seen. Most of the playthrough I watch, I put on, I've got 3 screens. The one you can see now, which is the mainstream screen, and then obviously I've got a second screen, which is where I have my breaks, which is that screen up there, and then I've got a third screen which you don't see because that's got the streaming software on it, and there's no point showing you that because there isn't a point. There's no point at all. So I've got 3 screens. I'm hoping to get a 4th at some point, but that's taking a long time to save up. So I have the third screen is pretty much my TV, if you like. I watch various things on there, and I've seen quite a lot of Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs. But they're on in the background whilst I'm playing and writing the guides. I have it on the background, so it's more like I'm listening to it. So I've listened to a ton of people go through and complete the game, but I've actually only seen one. And while I'm on that, I want to give a special thanks to Jay Britton. Jay Britton TV. He's on Twitch. He's a variety channel. He's got a second channel where he does a lot of roleplay stuff, but he was the one that brought back the flame of my love for Baldur's Gate 3. Wolfheart FPS is the one that ignited the original flame. If it wasn't for Wolfheart FPS, I wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't have enjoyed all this time on Baldur's Gate 3. I saw his channel. I saw one of his videos come up on a recommended thing on YouTube. All those, well, I'll say all those years. It's not years, is it? It's about what, a year and a few months ago, when it was still in early access. About 4 or 5 months before live, I think it was. And I watched that, and I instantly fell in love with the game. And I followed him throughout. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here right now. So I suppose my special thanks in order should be Wolfheart FPS, Jay Britton, and then Amelia Tyler. So I keep on saying Tyler, it's Tyler. Amelia Tyler Millie, the narrator. Such an awesome start in her own right. And I know there are a lot of actors involved in all of the voices in Baldur's Gate 3. But, oh, that line, what was it? Something, it's open to your authority. Oh, every time that gets to me. So, Millie also streams now and again on her Twitch channel, so go and follow those people. But yeah, if you want to have a laugh and a calm and chaotic nature, hit up Jay Britton. Absolutely amazing streamer. Has a lot of fun. So yeah, that's my special thanks. Oh look, there it is now. Look, there's Wolfheart FPS. Look, just my some controllers just going up on the screen. Wolfheart FPS, there it is. Good job, fella. Well done. Absolutely awesome. I think we're coming to the end of the credits now. I was reading all these notices. So, yeah, there ends this Baldur's Gate playthrough. I think we are. I mean, the credits are still rolling, but you know, it's just such an amazing journey it's been. And I know I got frustrated throughout the playthrough several times, but you know, hashtag autistic. It happens. I also think I stream sometimes when perhaps I shouldn't. I should have just taken a mental health day and chilled for a bit. But I was, especially near the last week or so, when it's just been so close to getting the game finished. You know, it's been I just wanted to get it done, knowing it was so close, and not knowing how long it would take. That last fight scene, I thought I'd be here for an hour or so on that fight, and it was like 20 minutes or so. And most of that was waiting for the enemy to have a turn. I'm a bit, I don't know, I was a bit surprised when calling the allies took pretty much your entire turn. I wasn't expecting that. But I'm also not. I don't know how else they would do it to make fair, because if you didn't use it to, it's almost like casting a spell. If you didn't use it for that purpose, you know, if you didn't cast a spell effect to wear, then it would be even more broken and be even more easier. But yeah, so now what I now need to do is pretty much go and write up all the information and put an extra note in there that to make sure that people are at least equipped in their night clothes for a minimum. Sorry, Shart. Sorry, Jaheira. My apologies. I wasn't thinking. I'm interested to see the other romantic plot lines now. I'm really interested. I want to. No, I actually just want to like take an hour's break from stream and come right back and start again. That's what I just want to do. I just want to just like get on with the next playthrough. Some amazing music in this game, it really is, and some, well, I don't know, it's just, I don't think there's been a time where I've gone, oh, that music's horrible. There's been a few bits of music that are a little bit louder and I've had to adjust my volume settings, but other than that, there's a few bits of music where I could just literally sit in the game for all day and just let the music play over and over and over and over. I love that little section. Oh. My favourite piece, no, my second favourite piece of music, I think, is the one at the intro, where you've almost got the, it's almost like that chanting music. Ba 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 ba. That, but done by the voices. Do you know which bit I mean? You must do. It's on the stream every time I start up, so I leave it on the intro. I leave it on the front screen. I've almost talked myself into doing a late stream tonight and of starting again. I might do that, so be prepared for that in about, I don't know, where are we? It's local time, 1500 now, 1600, about 5 hours from now. So that'll be about 2100 hours Central European time. I might, no promises, I might stream again for an entire brand new playthrough of BGS3. Love that tune, it's brilliant. Oh, the RIPs. Gary Gygax. R.I.P. indeed, the man who started everything. Oh, the babies that were born. Nice. Legal bits. They are the boring bits. Oh, is that it? That's usually the end. Yeah. All the copyright stuff. All the various copyrights. God, that temperature's just soared again here. It's like a heat wave. Almost every day, round about this time of day, the temperature just goes whoosh. It's like being in a sauna. It's been a lovely day all day, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you suddenly get this massive heat rays. $2.5 million early access play. I was one of those. Not for very long, only for about 2 months, I think. But are we there?
There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools, everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel, felled by mortals. I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
So saith Withers, chosen of Duergar. And there we go. Back to the beginning. We're waiting for those credits to finish just for that one scene. Ah, amazing. Thank you everyone for tuning in and chatting and viewing. As I said, I will more than likely be taking the next day, which is August 28th off stream, maybe Thursday. Thursday is a bit iffy, but right now I am sourly tempted to do an evening stream in about 4 or 5 hours ish, but we will see how IRL goes. And for now, goodbye. I'm done.